And we have the Ten of Cups with the Strength card. You know, I have to say, initially what I'm getting from this is that someone in your family, a deep family connection, has something that they need to say. There's a truth that needs to be spoken here. You may need to resort to inner strength in receiving this message, or Taurus, this may be you needing to speak some words of truth to someone, and it's them that's going to need to have an open ear. So something needs to be said here. It feels like a family connection, and since this is a life reading, it can be brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, siblings, cousins, grandparents, close friends, associations that feel like family. This is about the essence of family. Now, first let's look at the work situation. What's happening for you at work? Is there a connection? The Emperor and the Chariot. So, as far as work goes, I think you're very much in charge of your own life. You're in control. There's movement forward. We always know that with the Chariot, you've seen better days. But I think those days of hardship and disappointment are behind you. And what you're looking at as far as work goes is a mastery of skills, maybe even a promotion, higher earnings, a new position that takes you to a new level, maybe a new class, a new level of income, where you feel like you're actually moving up in the world. But it feels like where work is concerned, Taurus, you're moving in the right direction, and everything feels really strong and satisfactory. Now, the home, the Devil, and the Six of Swords. Has someone moved out of your life? Have you gone through a separation? Is someone around you displaying peculiar problems, addictions? Are you dealing with someone who is chained to a behavior? It's usually a bad behavior. Unless, of course, you're chained to a Capricorn at home. Which means there's movement around that person as well. If you're involved with a Capricorn, if you are involved with an Aries, I think that there's movement in either situation. It may be that a Capricorn has recently moved away from your life. Otherwise, you're dealing with a situation where there's a bad behavior and a need to separate yourself from that behavior. And maybe that's where this comes in. The need to listen or to be heard. That's what this is about. It's about releasing, because the Six of Swords is about releasing whatever this energy is, so that you can move positively in a better direction. Your role in the situation, the Tower, and the Queen of Swords. Well, there's either been an ending for Taurus, or there will be one. But the Tower brings that swift, powerful kind of absolute ending. And yes, sometimes the endings here are tragic. Sometimes they are hurtful. But these are endings that have to happen. It's an absolute necessity. So your role is maybe accepting an ending. Now it comes here with the Queen of Swords. She's the lonely woman. She's the widow. She's very much the divorcee. She is someone who endures the hardship and then faces life on her own while she's an air sign. But you don't have to be an air sign to know what it's like to be the Queen of Swords. She can be abrupt. She can be kind of cold and thoughtless, and often very clinical in her opinion. She's straightforward and sometimes cutting with her words. Now, this comes through as you. And an ending. An ending maybe in your life that has to happen. And maybe the cruelty of the Queen of Swords is really what the cruelty in the ending here is in your environment. But there's an ending coming up for Taurus here in one way or another. Now, in your environment, we've got the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. You know, it's the feeling of being stuck in a situation that you just can't release yourself from, just like the Devil here, is that energy that something is going on in your environment that you feel like maybe you're stuck in, the need to grow and to develop and see something better happen, but you're stuck. And your environment keeps you stuck for whatever reason. Maybe it's contractual chains that bind you to a situation or to a place. Like I said, I think you got work under control, but there's something in your home life, your family life, your personal situation where there needs to be progress away from that energy. The ending is there. It can be brought about. All depends on what she brings out in you. And the 8 of Swords is the prison in your environment and the need to grow. Well, you can't grow if you can't move, right? If you're stuck in a situation, you can't expect that there's going to be positive growth away from it. And so in your environment, you want growth, but you're stuck, some of you. In the next situation, we have, what is your next step forward? Taurus, the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. Well, the 5 of Swords is conflict. This is a complementary energy. So that really, to me, says that you need to almost have a final reflection of the past. If you need to re-examine a situation so that you can open yourself up to moving forward, you have to kind of face the past. That's what this message is really about. So the next step forward for you is really deal with the past. Deal with the hurt. Deal with the pain. Deal with what it is that you need to do to either bring that memory from the past back to you or let it go. But you have to deal with it one way or another. This may very well be connected to the Devil, a bad behavior. Maybe it's you. Maybe what you're going through now is dealing with a behavior within yourself. Maybe it's you that has the addiction, that has maybe this issue, this situation that keeps you chained to it, that maybe is the reason that this separation in your life occurred in the first place. It feels to me like this is connected to a breakup right there within your home. And now what your next step is, in order to let go of the past, you have to deal with it, or to bring it back around and embrace it, you still need to deal with it. And that, I believe, is what you're going to be dealing with. Whatever the devil represents to you is what it is that you need to deal with next. Now, your vision. The Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. The happy return home. The new start, the new beginning of the home. Maybe, if this isn't a resurgence of an old relationship you're looking at, something from the past that you need to deal with, then you need to prepare yourself for something new coming your way. Your vision, though, regardless of what it is that you're wishing or wanting to bring back into your life, it talks about the new beginning and the fulfilling family home space. So you may be looking to bring back a family situation that maybe you had lost from the past because you or someone else had this behavioral issue that broke you up. It can go either way. This is either a resurgence of the past or something new coming up, but either way, the past has to be dealt with. No matter what it is that you're looking to bring through, you need to deal with this first. The main objective, the Page of Cups and the World. That is the main objective, is love, fulfillment, having your life back in whatever way that means to you. Whether you're reclaiming your place within the family after a loss, after a split, or you're embracing the new possibilities, a new cycle in. The main objective here is to be happy. To be happy, to be worldly, to be open to all possibilities that present themselves to you. And the result, okay, Taurus, the result. The High Priestess and the Judgment. Now we know with Judgment, you're going through life changing something. With Judgment, there's always a life change. The High Priestess, she's about, number one, divine intuition. It's your tool, Taurus, at this time. Use it. It's a psychic ability. It's the psychic energy. It's the truth. It's the inner voice. It's that little intuition voice that you tend to deny because you're so grounded. That's the little voice that needs to be listened to right now. That little voice delivers messages. It's the spirit messages that come through the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is the awakening. It's the open embrace. But to get to that open embrace with truth, honesty, clarity, with alignment within the spirit, but there is definitely a spirit connection here. That inner voice is talking to you. And it's bringing spirit messages. And so whatever the results are that Taurus is looking for here, you know, those answers can easily come through these transmitted messages through sleep state. through signs, through reading, through music, through the smell in the air. It's the connection that awakens the soul. That's what this is all about. It's reclaiming a part of you that maybe you thought you had lost. That's all coming back. But the messages need to be listened to, and the other stuff,